Oh, good God. Wow. Okay, let's just get through this. Alright, well, right now what we're going to do is we're going to break this thing up into two. First part is me not having seen the movie yet, and just my feelings and whatnot. And the second part will be actually, I've seen the movie, and I'll compare notes and see exactly where I'm at. Because I've seen reviews all over the friggin' board. They're either fantastic, like the Second Coming kind of thing, or yeah, it's okay, you trick your friend into renting and bring it over to your house. And the third one's, holy God, this is dog shit, get it off my shoe. Alright, on the nostalgic part of it, I understand, I really do, because there are a few franchises and titles that I'm just really nostalgic for, so I understand that part, but I didn't get to see this movie until I got older, so it's sort of there, but it's sort of not kind of thing. I mean, I love the first two, it was great. I mean, I've been hearing, of course, a lot of people complaining, oh, this destroys my childhood. Well, maybe your childhood sucked in the first place. Alright, I'm not going to take sides, that's just not going to happen, but I do think some of this has been blown completely out of proportion. It's a fucking movie. It's there to be, enjoyed. That's basically what they're for. So, I mean, I can understand. I can really do understand some of the sides, but good Lord. I still think this is kind of Sony's fault for not actually nipping this shit in the butt right when it happened. Maybe because now this negative spin is on your freaking movie the entire damn time. And it just keeps going. It doesn't stop. When I go into a movie, it's kind of like this, where I sit down in a roller coaster, shut my brain off, and just go from A to B, and that's it. What was there? Oh, wow, that was fun, kind of thing. Some movies you can do that, some movies you can. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to go see the movie, I'll come back, we'll compare notes, and we'll see exactly where I'm at. If I'm up there with Second Coming, tricking your friend to rent it, or getting this dog shit off my shoe. Alright everybody, we just got back. It's, wow, almost 2 o'clock in the morning. It was a long movie, and like I said a second ago, holy good God, this is a freaking mess. Let's just get to this, because I have a list. I have everything written down of things I kind of want to talk about, because this is just out the fucking window. Okay, now, first we're going to start with the fart jokes. I mean, a few fart jokes are funny. Okay, I can get that. I'll go with it. It's fine. Do not keep doing them over and over again. And the queef joke didn't even fucking need to be in there. That was just stupid. That was dumb. I didn't hear anybody laughing the entire time we were there. The other one was kind of like a hidden joke. I haven't heard many people talking about this one, but the sex robot joke. Okay, when Chris first comes in, that's the Hemsworth guy. When he comes in there, Holtzman's asking, oh, is he a robot? Thinking he's a freaking sex android bot. It was just, wow, it really caught me off guard when I heard that one. I was the only one in my group that heard that one, actually. But the cast wasn't too bad. They just kind of had to deal with what they had. It wasn't that good in the first place anyways. But that Chris, oh wow, he was an idiot. He was a complete fucking moron. They really played that up. He was just fucking stupid. They should just cut him out completely. He didn't even need to be there. He was just eye candy for the Ghostbusters. It was stupid. Get him the hell out of there. It was a complete waste of time. Now, the stereotyping, I mean, they did it pretty bad. I mean, it was bash men 24 hours the entire time, but yet the other females, they really stereotype the females too, and this is supposed to be some women's power movement, and yet they're displaying women as just a complete idiot. I mean, that what I'm pointing at would be the secretary of the mayor. She's an idiot. Okay, they completely just made her stupid and made the other Chris guy stupid too. It was ridiculous. I'm just kind of going down this list basically of what I've been writing. The cameos were stupid. Okay, trash that. It didn't need to be there. The nostalgia part of it was done. Just dump all of it. It was stupid. It hurt the movie. The movie has merit, yes, and it could have survived on top of its own merits without being weighted down by that freaking nostalgia crap. It just didn't need to be there. They screwed it up. It was really awesome seeing those other casts there, and I have another theory, reason why they're there down my list here, but it was stupid, waste of time, dump that shit. It was fucking stupid. And there was one really cool thing, the tech, okay? The tech in this movie was awesome. I really like seeing them have other toys besides just the proton pack, which was fucking amazing. And it kind of reminded me of the real Ghostbusters, where they had a whole bunch of, slew of tech. I had even the ghost bike in the movie as well, which was really cool. Now, when I was a kid, I never got to see the original Ghostbusters. I didn't have that channel, and if it's something you gotta believe, we only had a few channels back then, so I didn't get to see that stuff. But I have seen them when I grew up. Yeah, it was really cool. I really liked it. It's kind of like that, where it had the whole tech. But the biggest problem with what I see, and with other reviewers I was noticing as well, that they were complaining that there was no timeline. And when they created this, it was just like they opened this door, oh hey, look at this kind of crappy stuff I have, yeah, it sort of works, and then hey, come over here, oh, let's open this door, oh, look at this, I got some neat shit over here and it works perfectly, kind of thing. There was no timeline on how they actually were able to go from shit to great. I mean, there was no timeline, there was no reference of time passage, nothing. So that I really did not like. And now when we get into the whole tech part of it, we're kind of get down into the fights. The fights were awesome. Okay, they were freaking cool. They were actually using the proton stuff as differently as I would never even imagine, because they were using them as whips. They were throwing people. They were killing other ghosts. But it was really, really freaking cool. The balloon part of that fight was fucking stupid. Okay, that was dumb. I hated it. It was really cool when they blew them up. They kind of turned into like a goop stuff and just hit the ground, which was great, which was really cool, but I didn't like it. I thought the balloon part was really stupid. What was really cool, though, in the fighting scene, they had a kind of like a Uncle Sam type guy. He was like the leader, and he was like sending his waves of minions out to fight, piece by piece kind of thing. It was really cool. I really liked seeing that. Kind of made you think this was some kind of medieval type movie where you had the waves of infantry moving in kind of thing. It was really cool. Now, there was a couple other things, though, when it comes to the fighting part of it. People were complaining that where did this Rowan get all this power? Well, think about it. He was helping these demons and these ghosts to get out to wreak havoc. And his part of his plan was he had to die anyways. So when he was killed himself, they gave him the power to finish out the plan so they all could get out. Think about it. They're probably in hell. Who the hell wants to be there? I mean, they want to be out. They want to be on the corporeal planes kind of thing. So it would make sense. That's where he got the power. The demons and ghosts and everything gave him the power to finish that job up. Now, was really cool, the taxi driver that was in Deadpool, okay, he's in this one. He is a food delivery guy, and he always fucks up the order. In my opinion, people are saying he's just stupid. Well, I don't think it's so. I think he was doing it on purpose to get back at the Abby character, because she was a McCarthy lady. She was giving shit to him the entire movie about him fucking up her orders, and I truly believe that he was doing it on purpose, saying, you be an ass to me, I'm going to be an ass to you, kind of thing. So I really kind of believe that's how it went. I don't think he was an idiot. I just think that was basically, hey, you fuck with me, I'm going to fuck with you, kind of thing. And the Aaron and Abby characters, I just didn't like. I don't know. I just didn't feel them. They didn't really feel like I could get behind them. They just didn't. I don't know. It just didn't feel like they were real characters. The Patty character, on the other hand, that was my favorite one, because when she was saying stuff, it really felt like that would be what someone really would say. I mean, when she sees it go, she's like, "Forget this," and gets the hell out of there. That's what a normal person would do. I mean, that's what they would do, kind of thing. It really felt like what she was saying was grounded and in reality, basically. So, like I was saying before, it's kind of like a roller coaster where I like to just shut my brain off and go. But in this one, I didn't have to. That character really felt like it was actually real. The Holtzman character, holy shit. She's a freaking nut. She's crazy, okay? This character is freaking psycho. In my opinion, I like the fan theory that she is actually the daughter of Egon, because it would make complete sense how she was able to create this tech so damn quickly. She's using his stuff. I mean, that's my opinion, kind of thing. That's where I'm kind of going with it. But that kind of goes into the other theory here in a second I'll give out. But that's kind of the theory that I really would like to say. I mean, the only thing, the big problem was with the jokes. I mean, they tell a joke, and then they explain the joke, and then they just keep explaining, and they don't shut the hell up and move on to the next thing. I mean, it was just like ridiculous. Like, okay, you told me the joke, shut up and let's move on. We don't need another 3 minutes of you talking about explaining the joke you just said 2 minutes ago. I mean, they had a whole putting the cat back in the bag thing over and over and over and over, and they didn't shut up. It was like 2 minutes. I mean, it was ridiculous. It was just freaking stupid, okay? You tell a joke, you freaking move on. And some of the jokes don't need to be explained. It was just like one of those people that have a joke that's not really funny, but yet he tries to explain the joke to make it funny again. It just doesn't work that way. It was stupid, back the hell off kind of thing. And the one thing that was really funny, I really liked it, is when they got onto YouTube to kind of read the bad comments, it was kind of like, in my opinion, they were firing back saying, hey, we seen what you said, you should need to shut up and watch our movie kind of thing. You know, that's kind of where I got it. It was kind of funny. I really liked it. There was a big cop out here. I'm definitely going to be getting to that one in a second. Slimer. People were complaining about Slimer, the way it looked, the way he looked. You know what? Think about it. Slimer was originally created as the epitome of gluttony, sloth. I mean, it was just one of those type of demons. So, okay, guys are that way, and so are women. So it would be very believable that there could be a female version of that same demon. So, think about it. I mean, seriously. So, I don't like it. I don't mind. I mean, I really liked the way Slimer looked, his facial expressions, I mean, the way he was actually animated, I liked a lot. And I didn't mind the ghosts. They looked really damn cool, especially in the fight scenes, especially when the Aaron character gets spit on with all the goop in the very beginning of the movie. That just the way that creepy ass face looked, you know, just like looking just really creepy, that kind of thing. And that wasn't creepy at all, but it's just that kind of the creepy ass look that ghost had. I mean, I really like it. So the ghost seriously didn't look that bad. Again, just like video games, the graphics don't make a movie kind of thing. So the graphics don't make a game. Same scenario. There was one theory people were complaining about where at the very end they have the massive portal, okay, all these demons and ghosts are coming out of the hell or wherever the hell they're coming from, and they're spewing into our plane of existence. And so they take their proton packs, shoot Rowan in the fucking nuts, and he of course goes tumbling into it. Basically, that's what they're trying to do. Slimer has the Ecto-1, okay, so they need to get the Ecto-1 into the hole. And of course, Slimer is the epitome of gluttony and all kinds of other stuff. He's just running around having fun because, you know, who the hell wants to be in hell? So they herd him into the hole and blow it up and blah, blah, blah. And they shoot Rowan in the nutsack and he falls in. And that's it. Basically, that's the end of the freaking movie. Okay, that's fine. We'll end it, whatever. And they close the portals and all the demons are gone. Okay, fine. But now here's a cop-out part of it. Little jackasses, when they did that, they reset the world back to the way it was. They didn't erase people's memories. They just reset the world. So there's no more any damage on the plane. But that's stupid. You've already damaged. Okay, in the originals, when they damaged the world and the world had to recuperate. In this one, they damaged the world and it's freaking okay, this didn't happen kind of thing, you know. When the Rowan was the big bad guy, he was destroying buildings and tearing things up. He was like punching into them and, you know, punching through them and down on it. It was really cool. I really liked it. You know, his face is on fire and he's, you know, just like screaming kind of thing. It was really, really cool. Once it was destroyed, they just copped out, just like they did with Superman when they killed him. They copped out when they resurrected him in the same damn movie. They should have saved that for the very next one kind of thing. So it was just stupid. They should never have copped out like they did. Damage the world and move on kind of thing. Let the world heal itself. Let the viewers see that, and then they can be a little more invested into the world because they're actually seeing it being, you know, recuperated kind of thing. There was a couple other things, you know, with the Sigourney Weaver thing. Oh, good lord! I mean, she's okay. She is a safety inspector. It looked like where she's asking about the safety light, and the lunatic lady was saying safety lights are only for men. Okay, so are you saying women are reckless and stupid, or I don't know. I guess I didn't get that joke, so, you know, leave a comment down at the bottom if you have an idea what that joke meant. I just kind of took it as that. I was like, seriously, that's what you just said? I mean, what the hell is that about, you know? Now, the one theory that I had, honestly, because I was actually with a few people and they were actually kind of having the same idea where this is a sequel, not a reboot, a sequel. Okay, you can very easily do this, and I really think if Sony has to, that's why they left it the way it is. If Sony has to, they could very easily, do a reversal, do a fake out, and turn the sucker into a Ghostbusters 3, no problem. Think about it. I mean, it is very, very liable, basically. So, basically, what I'm saying is, where the other Ghostbusters ended Ghostbusters 2, okay, they have been rung through the ringer. At that point, they're done, okay? They don't want to do any more ghostbusting. They are, just basically, at that point, they're on a high horse for a little while, but then they're going to be coming back down. And so what they did was they stopped ghostbusting, and they just went out and got their own lives. That would explain why Patty's uncle is who he is Winston. It makes total sense here, okay? So what happened is, after that, they will come back into this world where these new Ghostbusters are starting basically the same pattern over again. So they're there. It just felt like this. Like, it really seriously felt where the cameos were coming in and the way they were reacting towards the Ghostbusters themselves, it really felt like as if they were there to stop the new Ghostbusters from doing what they're doing, because they already know what the end result's going to be. So I really believe that's kind of how it is. I mean, maybe the Bill Murray character friggin', change his name or something like that. It just really felt like it was trying to stop the Ghostbusters from going down the same path they went down. So, I mean, very honestly, Sony could flip the sucker around and say, okay, yeah, that's how it was, and now this is Ghostbusters 3, and the next one that comes out is going to be the next Ghostbusters 4. That's really kind of how it felt. They killed Bill Murray off. They just throw his ass through a window. There's no repercussions from it. And it's just like, okay, well, I'm done. You're dead, and let's go about the next movie, next scene, kind of thing. That's really how it felt. It didn't feel like, shit, he just died, kind of thing. What the hell? I know they say it wasn't the same character, but they can very easily flip this back around and turn it into as if that was the same character. Just, hey, changed his name, he changed his identity, and just basically went a different direction with his life to try to separate himself from this world, try to go back into a normalcy, basically, of a life kind of thing. So, I mean, that is just basically my opinions. I mean, this one, it's not dog shit. It really isn't. I mean, it's not dog shit. It's right above dog shit. It would be at the level of tricking your friends to rent it and bring it to your house and watch it once and never watch it again. That is honestly, in my opinion, where it's at. And I don't know. I don't think this movie had merit. It could have very easily survived on its own, and it gave up. It took the easy route out, and it just derailed. It just completely obliterated itself. It was not the right course of action. They could have very easily made this a handoff story. I mean, they could have done it. Look at Star Wars. They did it, and it was fucking amazing. It was one of my favorite movies I've seen so far lately. So, they did it. It could have very easily been done. But nope, they went this direction and fucked it up. But I still believe this theory where it could very easily be turned around and come back in as a Ghostbusters 3. They could very easily turn the sucker around. It'd be kind of a backwards, half-ass way of doing it, but technically they could do it. And I really hoped this was going to be a good movie. And like I said, it has merits. I mean, it has ways it could have easily stood on its own, but instead it turned it around and tried to piggyback on nostalgia. And that sucker turned around, and bit this movie in the ass. Going through this thing, it was not a good idea. Not a good idea at all. It could have very easily been its own thing. So, no, that's basically where I'm at. I mean, it's okay. Not the best. But if you like that, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll be doing a lot more of these reviews, and I'll catch you guys next time.